Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Standard Grind. I shaved. I know I look like a naked mole rat. We're gonna continue. The grind must continue. We've got the energy series coming up. So tonight we're gonna be doing two separate things. We're gonna be testing Pioneer, which is gonna be basically Explorer, as well as testing Standard like usual. And then at the end we're gonna be playing some Brawl. Can't wait to jump into it with y'all. Make sure everything's working on the camera side, get that all set up. Jump back over here. Hope everybody had a beautiful day. Got to play mod tonight at the Nerd Rage Gaming Store in Buffalo Grove. It was an absolute blast. Let's see. We played round one up against my buddy on Domain. A really close match came down to being able to kill his Doorkeeper Thrall. So he couldn't stick a flage. Round two was really close. So we're going to start with 3 rounds of this. The way that we are going to make sure that we're playing the right deck is we go to flex slot. And we're just going to port in the deck. So if we go to our content, so for standard, so with this, we're going to try to go 3 Brotherhood End, 3 Sun, 3 End, 3 Links, 2 Torch. I mean, this lets me have 6 cards against Domain, which is nice. 5 cards against Aggro, which is nice. And then all these numbers besides that are correct. So now what I can do is I can go more actions, copy to clipboard, go into arena, go to decks, choose a deck. That's not how you do that. You go to import from clipboard, Painter's Studios not valid. But if we go just temporarily, so we cut those 3, now we copy it. It probably just struggles to bring the rooms in. We'll just play a gorge in its place. And then we just go and this is all good. This is all good. So this is 61. That's perfect. We're going to name it and then we're going to go out here, go back to my flex slot, my deck lists. Go to Pioneer Rakdos. Same thing. When my Wi-Fi starts to like me, it's okay. This is what it's like living on a farm sometimes. But after we get this small frustration out of the way, we can jam infinite games. Okay. So now I go to more actions, copy to clipboard, because this deck list is pretty much set in stone. Okay, so that deck didn't import. Sure, that makes sense. Pile driver isn't in the system. I think besides that, though, is this deck entirely the same? Yeah. The black-red deck is good to go. Go back to the flex slot. This is the list for that. That's fine. Go back here. Make sure I have, put the Painter Studios back in. And let's run it like this. We're going to do 3 matches with Standard, 3 matches with Pioneer, aka Explorer, and then we're going to do 3 matches of Brawl, and then I'm going to crash. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. Be trying this list. Best of luck. Testing Sunspine links and Brotherhood End is tech. Oh. We'll see how it goes. I should have kept the first one. What am I doing? This 5 might be insane. So I can just chain these together right now. Take the crank up. We'll just keep drawing cards. Start the engines. Sure. Swing for 3. Don't really know what's happening, but we're going to try. We had a mold of 5. Probably should have kept that first hand. Oh, there's a Krenko. Yeah, surgically my Krenko is pretty good. Ah, I see you now. I see you. I can understand what's happening. It's pretty good. So this is Esper Exile, also known as Esper Ketramos. I mean, we should theoretically have a pretty good matchup versus them. Of course, they can do this. If they do this, then I'm in a pretty bad spot. But if they don't do this, I feel fine. Where's my hair tie? Gotta focus up. Take the headphones out because they actually serve no purpose when recording. It actually makes it harder. Oh, there's a Kaya. Kaya's pretty good. Yeah, take that. I'm very dead. I'll let my opponent live, killing me with a Ketramos. And we're just gonna play better next game. Trim. Painter Studio is not a body, so let's cut that. Krenko's a body, so let's leave him in. Sunspine Links seems insane. Go super wide, then play the Lord. Temporary lockdown. That's fine. Because I can play another Lord. Attack for 3, put you to 8. Hit you for 5. I mean 4. Sure. Yeah, this deck seems like it's probably going to be hard for me to deal with because all my stuff is like death trigger based and or synergistic, so the cards work better together. I mean, they could just lose to a Sunspine Lynx, which is funny. Beza's pretty good. I think Beza might get there. Because now they go to 14. They have a 4-5. Yeah. There's just a lot of really good cheap removal right now that fuels Ketramos in standard. That's pretty good. No blocks. Go to 4. And that'll do it. GG, opponent. Well played. Well, the first round's a loss. It's good to get out of the way. 2 more. It's good to let the anxiety out. Ketchmos, Ride's End, all these cards, quite good. Let's run it back. We didn't see our Sunspine Lynx, so maybe we're supposed to have 4 Sunspine Lynx with how prominent Domain is. Sand looks good. This is the best attacker turn 1, and it'll be the best attacker on turn 2 by itself. Yeah. So now we definitely kill this. Go up a speed. Put them to 18, shift into second gear. Draw land, play Lord. Don't draw land, play Seer Slicer. Take my Lord. It just makes sense. Oh, that's the best one. Maybe. First strike's good. Not gonna pump. Play a Seer Slicer. Pass it over because I can get that back with a Firebrand next turn if I draw land. I can go Seer Slicer, Firebrand next turn. Gliss is fine. That's really good. Kind of messed this up. It's not worth attacking with either one of these. Just this one. Just the one. Another Seer Slicer. Build your own Krenko. Yeah, that makes sense. My one drop's going to do work. I guess it also could have traded with the Glissa, which is hot. Oh, land is really good for me. I can crack this Lackey to make a mana. So if I sack it now, if I draw land, sure. I still think I do this. And I still think I do this. To get that back and then pass. Yeah, if their plan is just to do that, I think I'm in a good spot. They're going to start draining and they're going to race me in the air, but I'm going to be able to do some crazy things starting right here. Right, because this is 8. Take 4. Put you to 10. It works better if I attack with all, but then I lose my seer slicers and they die. So they block like this. Damage is good. But then I get those two guys back. See, this is when things get rough. They go to 12, I go to 14. Damn you, Copperline Gorge. Okay. We just can't attack with our lords. I think we got this. No, because then these. Yeah. No. I can count. They're only taking 3 here. Wow. So now I die in the air because I can only jump 1. That's crazy. Because they would have been at 3, 5, 7 after this. Yeah, because even if I jump 1, and then chump 1, and then chump 1, I die in the end step. Well played. Okay. Against Golgari, we definitely want the Sunspine links. And Paw Patch is actually great against Golgari. Kills the demons and the room. Painter Studio. Cranko can get trimmed. Probably cut all the Painter Studios. Trim the squee. Let's try it like that. We're not going to be hyper aggressive. They're going to have good blocks. We know them. They're going to have great blocks. We have to be prepared for it. This hand dies from board wipe. Oh, make sure it's still working on my phone. Oh, my phone died. I thought I had it plugged in. I'm a silly guy. Checking in on the stream. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for watching. So we're going to go Copperline Gorge into the best attacker. Elf. They say no. And I'm like, okay, fine. In that case, I'll play this and this. Get some engines revved. Pass it back. Goblin. Murder. Second main, play the Sear Slicer. And the Firebrand. I believe I have died. I believe Sear Slicer has died. I think about it every night and day. Sear Slicer died and he has gone away. I believe they have died. Moment of silence for Sear Slicer, whose throat was tragically destroyed by the Phyrexians. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't ping them. Well, it's not looking good for us, folks. It's definitely not looking good. Paw Patch. We could draw Paw Patch. My Firebrand is staring down an Archfiend to the draws. I don't feel safe. Sure. Okay. Maybe there's a couple too many lands in this deck. The issue is if I use this Firebrand or they kill this Firebrand, I die. Like, straight up die. Anime style level die. I mean, that also kills me. Good game. I would like to go out on my own terms. Well, 0-2. Let's see if we can shake this off. You gotta get the losses out of the way. So we're just attracting these losses hardcore right now. Let's take a look at the mana base. Maybe cutting a land. Let's cut this Copperline Gorge and see how 23 feels. 23 lands, 60 total cards overall. But usually play 61 cards special, but let's see how 60 feels. Three Lords is good, but it's not really the fastest hand. We drew the 1-drop, which is kind of insane. Just hard cast a Sellsword. Probably to fling another sword or Sellsword. If they're in that on that plan, let's do this now. So we can race. Okay, Thornspire. So to race here, we go Horde Master, Lackey, swing for 6. Oh, they don't have red mana. That's really unfortunate. Have to leave it back to block, which I agree with. Play another Lord, go to combat. Four first strike. Good. And then I'll pass it over. They have red. Oh no. It's a Rottenmouth Viper deck. Okay. I'll lose life. Play another Lord. Attacks. Block 5 of it. Take 14. I mean, Lords are so strong. Yeah. Being able to just have a board stall and just get to that point is insane. What did we see? Black, red, dorks, and flings. Pretty sure we just crushed that. We just have to like kill them before the Rottenmouth Viper kills us, which makes sense. I mean, this is a 1-2-3 hand. This is pretty strong. Kill it. Kill the 1-2. What I'm going to do is just flood the board and then play the Lord after I flood the board. No, I just maximize the amount of creatures I can get and how fast I can push damage. You go wide and then tall. If you go tall first, you can't go as wide. Or, I mean, it doesn't do as much damage. Board wipe. Pyroclasm. I would laugh pretty hard if they pyroclasmed me. No? Okay. Sellsword, play Sellsword. Okay. That's a line. Definitely a line. What if we just do this and go no attacks? Couple 2, 3 first strikers. They're probably like, okay, that's fine. We can fling another 3-1 at you. Probably going to kill the Lord. Can't kill the Lord, so they pass. In which case, let's play another Lord. These are now 3 4s. Go to combat and attack like this. Kill the Lord, then eat the lackey. I'm expecting this to go poorly. Oh, they don't do anything. Okay. That's best case scenario. Play a Seer Slicer. Let's pull up the YouTube, make sure I'm not making a fool of myself. I love myself. The world is... Perfect. Nothing crazy's happened so far as I play a Krenko. I mean, Ashnod's Harvesters are callback to Ashnod's Altar, one of my favorite cards. Play a Lord. Nine. Crashing in for some damage. Tapping the Krenko, doing some craziness. Max speed. Trade off with those. Pass it over. After making one more goblin. I swear, Seer Slicer makes just as many tokens in a game as Krenko does. Although people just concede when they see the Krenko. Well, that was our first win of the night. We're currently 1-2. Let's do one more in standard, and we're going to hop over to Explorer to practice. For this week, and this week only, we're going to be doing 3 matches. Let's do 4. 4 matches of standard, 4 matches of Explorer. Just to get some experience in before the energy this weekend. Test out the sideboard tech and such. So far, it seems the one deck I'm trying to dodge is the Catchermost piles. In standard, I don't really want to see those. Okay, let's see. Kinda land heavy. We'll try it though. Show me Golgari. Instead, opponent shows me a Scamp. A Mold 5 shows me a Scamp. Kill that Scamp. I'll slam a Lord here so I can slam the Howl Squad next turn and start being aggressive. Yeah, fuck. Damn. If they kill the Lord, that's fine. Because I get a Death Trigger. Which pseudo draws me a card. So now I go, here's my Sear Slicer, here's my Burnout. Start my engines, pass my turn. So now I go Verge. Things of Haste. Play another Burnout. Both of these. This activates for 4. So this. Burn spell? No. 3 speed. End step, make another Goblin. Okay. Now they can kill my Howl Squad. But then I have this Lord, right? And it's just going to be so fast. Not even worth pumping. Poor opponent. Mold a 5, then flooded. That's like the worst possible situation when you're like mold a 5 and then you get fucked over by your deck. Painter Studios come out. We trim 2 Krankos. Trim 1 Kranko. Try it like that. I mean, super excited about testing these Brotherhood ends. Maybe I need to play 4 Sunspine Links because I haven't seen any in the games that I've played so far, and I'm supposed to be playing it to like crush Domain. In the control matchups, I just haven't seen it yet. I guess it could be good against. It could be good against red base decks too. They play enough stuff, but we already crushed that matchup, so if anything, we're just making it worse. This hand is bad. This hand is good. Bottom the second 1-drop. And bottom the 3rd land. I will mirror your 1-2 hasty play. Yes, this Firebrand is looking really bad right now. 3rd land. There is a god. And I love you. And I will always love you. Magic gods. Snakeskinville now to draw a card. Okay. Yeah, we block. Confused. I am just confused. We'll play the Howl Squad. Make a bunch of blockers and pass. Manifold Mouse. I just really don't understand why they're doing this main phase. Like, I could say no blocks, right? And they just push in for 10 extra damage here. Because they're doing it main phase, I'm able to see that it's going to get big. Like, it's crazy. I guess we could have bounced to the 2-3 like both times, but we just didn't want to risk it because now we can do this. Yeah, eventually we're going to be doing stupid things, and I'm excited for that. Yeah, the flooding in the red deck is so real. I'll just jump. Another Ember Heart Challenger. So what I can do is I can tap Krenko, play a new Krenko, keep the new Krenko, tap Krenko, go to combat, attack with everything. Whale? That's how you win the red mirrors. You get in a board stall and you go Howl Squad Heavy into Krenko. That's a 2-card combo, sir, ma'am. I do declare. I believe you die. Okay, so we finished up 2-2, which is another day in the office for standard. Let's go into some Pioneer, aka Explorer. We don't have Pile Driver in Pioneer, but we're doing our best. So we would like to go first. This hand is okay. I mean, second. This hand's okay. Thought sees me. And then realize you have to take the call of the Death Dweller. No Thoughtseize, eh? Start off by attacking for 1. Okay, double push is pretty good. If I draw a land, I can get both those creatures back, though. It's like walking into a dream. It's so unlike what you've seen. So unsure, but you've seen that we've been waiting for you. Falling into this place, giving you a small taste of your afterlife. Feels so strange. You'll be back as soon anyway. I've seen a distant light. You're gonna give me a basic? That's so good for me. My God, this can't be right. I feel wrong, and that's my right. I've made up my mind. Oh, these cards are also good. And when I think of all the places I just don't belong, I come to grips with the fact that I've been moving too far. 'Cause I don't belong here, I gotta move on here. This place full of peace and light, 'cause I know I'm out of water, I'm gonna die. Back in time, when the time was right. You cry, opponent cry. Opponent's like, I want to take a creature, but if I take a creature, they just call it back. Yes, the answer is yes. Take the Lord, and then watch me. Ooh, watch me, watch me. Ooh, watch me, watch me. I'll take the Lord about it. Take the Lord about it. Death touch counter definitely on. Menace counter definitely on the Lord. 5. Play a Skirk. End the turn. Play that board wipe. In response, I would like to sacrifice 1. Sacrifice another. I think this Legion Loyalist might be worth it. As long as they don't have a Howl Squad heavy in my graveyard, that's all I really care about. They took the Lords. Sweet. Top deck land wins me the game, I think. I just grab Chain Whirler, Howl Squad. That's a ping, puts them to 8. I guess it doesn't. It doesn't win on the spot. In that case, we probably take it a little bit slower. Play towards our Ramnap. Takes the Lords, Death Trigger, Land Exile. Goes to mine, another land. It's pretty good. I'll pay 2, slam the Howl Squad. This gives all my other goblins haste. Play the Legion Loyalist. Play the Skirk Prospector, attack for 3. End the turn. These are all odd. That's odd. All right, 50-50 shot. Well, that's odd. Oh, then you Thoughtseize away my Call the Death Dweller. Well, now I feel a little bit less smart. I would like to do this. And then gain some life, or I can kill you with this. Banned card from Amonkhet standard. I mean, Hour of Devastation standard, one of the two. GG's opponent. Game 2. And against control, we bring in Thoughtseize. Cut like Painter Studio. Call. I'm guessing Firebrand as well. Let's try it like that. Keep the threats. Trim on the threats that aren't as resilient. Trim on the Plague Wind effect. Even though the cool thing about Call is it's a Plague Wind, but it's also versatile. It's just like an Unearth that can get split over two different creatures, which is kind of cool. Oh. We're going to leave it in the deck in case opponent plays some crazy life-linking giant thing that we can't beat. And then we're just going to be like, call the Death Dweller back our chain while I kill it. Fingers crossed. I mean, that's why you're bringing Thoughtseize. Go to 17. Thoughtseize you. Take your board wipe. Force you to dig for interaction. Tap deck their own Thoughtseize. Okay. Den of the Bugbear, 2 hasty 1-drops. We know they really don't have a lot going on because we Thoughtseize them. That's pretty awesome. Another hasty creature. Fatal Push. The Firebrand. I'll ping you in response. Now I'll play a Lord. And then I'll deal a lot more damage. Another Fatal Push. So there are 2 cards we're running Fatal Push. That's pretty good. Land's gone. I would rather that land be gone. I agree. 13. Shock themselves. Okay. Play the mountain. They're going to deluge and then take the damage, or take the damage and then deluge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tap my mana so that this den doesn't keep asking me if I want to activate it and have it tapped. Totally good with me. Interesting. This is nasty. So Legion Loyalist has this crazy text where it says, first strike trample can't be blocked by creature tokens. They go to 1 and they die to my Ramnop runes. Good game, opponent. Well, was that our first round? I think that was our first match with Explorer / Pioneer. I feel good about where we are for this weekend. I feel like the Saturday event is always harder than the Sunday event. The Saturday event is like the format that we usually have to like really work to be good at. And then the Sunday event is usually what we like to play. It's more casual, more laid back. I enjoy it a lot. So I'm super excited. Standard, the deck needs a lot of work. It's really good, but it needs a lot of work. Pioneer, this deck I feel a lot more safe with. Is this bird tribal? Okay. Ninjutsu, draw, discard. Is this like madness? Oh, it's fairies. So we could have turned 2 to Fable, but I don't think that that's actually like good here. Depends if they block. Yeah, they can block. No. We did attack though, so the raid triggers. However, this gives them a Mockingbird. That can copy a Seer Slicer, which is pretty good. Land, Mockingbird, Seer Slicer. No. Just another miscreant to redraw? Okay. Oh my god, when I find a Chain Whirler, I'm going to be so happy. So that's what this deck is. It's probably like Bushwhacker Flyers. Slam Fable. There's something in the light. Ooh. Do it. Kaito it up. Kaito. Pretty strong. Emblems to make the ninjas bigger. Okay. This Skirk kind of sucks. Same thing with this Blood Crypt. Get him out of here. Both those cards are better. Tap land for sure. We can next turn go both of these. We can cast both of them now when we attack. So the best way to do that is play this. Let's make sure that we don't die though. Kill Kaido. Death trigger. Call's gone. Play the Seer Slicer. Make 2 dudes. Oh, and they concede. Okay. Kaido not able to keep up. Honestly, I think that our main deck's probably just fine. If we had pile drivers, it would be somehow even worse for my opponent. They'd be like chump blocks, and I'd be like, okay, but you can't block this one, and that one's 15. Pile driver is one of my favorite cards to play with. It's just like, okay, you die now. There's something in the way. Play a 2-drop, it's gonna die. But that's fine. Sure. Yeah, we gotta kill Kaido. Because it's like the only way they can really outrace us. Plus, if they kill this Firebrand, we can call the Seer Slicer and the Firebrand back, and the Firebrand can gain Death Touch. It could be like a mini Chain Whirler. Okay, it happened. Play that tapped. Bring the 2 things back. Death Touch. Menace. I would like to trade with both your creatures. And get the creature back. This card is dumb. Next turn I can activate Den. Sure. Because we can activate Den, we're not going to... we are going to block. I don't think we want to go to 9. I think this is actually the last attack that we can... that they can force us to take. After this, we round the corner pretty decisively. So we probably don't need to lose that token. I think it just activate Den. All attack Kaido. You can trade me your Mutavault with my Den. Yep, kill a token. Slam the Howl Squad, attack for 4. Flood Pits the Howl Squad in my upkeep. Okay. I mean, we have a Firebrand in our graveyard. However, Fable, the token will gain haste and they concede. GG's, opponent. Well played. Okay, so 2-0 in Pioneer. Let's see if we can get two match losses. I'm joking. Pioneer feels good. You know, this is pretty much the same list that I got 12th at the NRG 5K back in November with. Just adding the Aether Drift cards. So I'm not going to test the Explorer list too extensively.